good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She's good.
Now make sure you guys talk up so I can hear you back there.
Well, I think they're definitely crossing the line. There's a point, like, I can see why
They
they
don't
want
even
to,
see the line.
yeah,
They're so far.
they're testing them, but they're going way too far. Like, there's a point where you, like, break in the new guys, but they're going completely, like,
I think they may be fired, honestly.
I mean, we could, I kind of think something like that, but you could, like, warn them and tell, like, just talk to them about it and say, if you don't stop, then you will be, like, released from your job. And if they don't stop, then fire them. Like, give them the chance, but
Give them a period of like 3 months or so to like get attitude to change the behavior.
And maybe have somebody on the show and monitors it.
yeah, send someone to make sure that they're not harassing, like, well, yeah.
Granted, if you do that, they're gonna need training. You're gonna have to I would take them off the platform itself
Yeah.
and send them to some training on how to treat people.
Yeah.
And then reassign them to a different platform on probation.
Just make it their spot, so.
Surely somebody can get promoted.
Yeah.
There's probably like one step job, they don't take it seriously. They could get replaced easily.
Do you think that one guy, if we fire the guys that are harassing him, do you think he would do something to attack the company?
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like we need to handle him somehow.
Right.
It's
You
like,
don't have to talk to the legal department.
Was it just the guy that's over the ships, or was it just everybody on the entire ship?
it was, I think mainly those 3 guys. But
Yeah.
I feel like everyone else just kind of sat back and let them do that. And they've been there for so long.
I can't hear you last thing.
And what are we gonna do about it?
Does everyone agree that we should, what Tony said, fire them and then send them to classes, because that's a serious problem?
No, I would fire
Well,
them.
yeah.
But like, send them away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with that.
For some period of time.
I think we should warn them.
They
But
have
you
to
keep
be
them on
warned, but you
there.
can't keep them on the
Well,
platform.
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
they don't
that's-
change them, we have to.
Yeah, because they've created an unsafe working environment for new people, so, yeah. We're gonna have to have the legal department on speed dial.
Yeah.
And it's what they have done, like, it's gonna like threaten the future of the company because a lot of people won't want to apply.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Because they're scared to treat that way.
I mean, they're gonna have to make a public statement too.
Yeah.
This is something you just can't sweep under the rug.
Yeah.
And you can try, but it'll come back to bite you.
So, are we going to send them away to like take classes as everyone?
Yes, and then transfer them into a different level.
Well, but now,
So we're gonna warn them about like doing like a day with Dawn. So we're gonna warn them and then send them out, right? Or are we just gonna like,
So we're gonna take them off the platform,
send them to classes.
tell them that they're on
Probation.
probation,
Probation,
and we
yeah.
need to decide how long. Send them to educational classes to teach them how to treat other people.
blessing separate probation should be 3 months.
3 months? Okay. And then reassign them to different platforms. I don't think that they should be reassigned as
They
what
always
they
can't
were.
handle that.
I think they need to be demoted.
Yeah, I think, like, they work on the same platform, 3 of them. Yeah, I think they should be like sent to different
They should
places.
all be very put together.
Ready?
What about that one that was being harassed? Do you think he could stay in the same environment even though, because all
That
the
would-
others saw him being treated that way?
Yeah.
Well, that would be one of the things that you'd have to sit down with him and talk with him and see what he would be comfortable with. Does he want to stay on this platform? Does he want to transfer to another platform? And also let him know that that you're handling them, because you may not be able to tell him the specifics of what's going on, but the situation is getting handled.
Okay, so what were you saying about, sorry, I was writing on, what should we tell the one guy that was being harassed? What should we,
Let him
what
stay.
year?
Whether he wants to stay or be transferred.
What's his name?
Yeah, I think they should be like compensated for that. I mean, it makes sense over there. I mean, all they've gone through.
That's one of those things that you gotta talk with the legal department about, because if you offer a settlement on Cal here, then how many beforehand?
Got
See,
harassed and
Right,
nothing happened.
I mean, it's just
And
gonna
then there's
gonna be
turn
a lot of
into
people.
class action.
The company could get like sued and they could lose a lot of money.
That's what I was,
Right. So, I mean, you definitely gonna have to talk to the legal department about what to do with.
I was thinking maybe we could have an orientation for a year, like every member of the company have an orientation on how to treat other people.
Good idea.
that was gonna be,
Yeah.
like all employees have to attend.
And maybe reassigning these people is one of those things that is just a plan B, because everything is gonna depend on what the legal department tells you.
Yeah.
That may be one of those things you're just gonna have to find out to be done.
So, what are we gonna do when they come back after their probation? They're all gonna be separated.
Right,
And then-
reassigned, I think,
Yes,
not in the same capacity that they were, they need to be demoted for sure. Watch them. say
And
3
if they-
months probation?
Yeah. And after, once they have, we like, watch them and see if there's a change in their attitude, like.
And they can
Right,
stay
just
in the company.
reevaluate after 3 months.
And if
then they'll
if
be-
they act up, should we just fire them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what they did here kind of sounds really, really harsh. I mean, it's
Very.
Yeah, he was scared, he was scared to stay, so.
big old fairy. I mean, it's, yeah.
And then, like, it was said here that he, because of the situations that, highest ranking company was representative and no action was taken, so.
We definitely need
Yeah,
that.
we need
The-
to.
I mean, he's the highest company representative on the platform, so that's one of the things, you know, you can have the,
So we need to talk to, how are we gonna handle them, since they're
I mean, I think
just like,
everybody in management or whatever on the platform is gonna have to be, you know, this is,
Trying
gonna have to be
deal with it too.
taken off, reassigned, go through the
so
training.
like if we,
Because, I mean, it's an oil platform, and I know they're big, but if you're running the oil platform, you know what's going on the oil platform.
yeah. So reassign all upper management.
So that we're starting new.
Yeah. How are we gonna handle this publicly? Cause I feel like it's definitely gonna be good to the, once the public finds out that our company let this happen.
A lot of people were wanting like arrested. Something like that.
That's a question for the legal department and how far Kel wants to take it.
So we're gonna address the public, like how are we, like press conference, like what are we,
What do you think, Jim? Air our dirty laundry or keep it secret?
I know it's gonna get out there, so.
Yeah.
go ahead
And you don't want rumors to speak, exaggerate even more.
We'd rather have
With,
them know.
it's, no matter what, you're gonna get hurt this way. You
We're
can
owning
get
up
hurt
to
the
it.
way you wanna get hurt.
Yeah.
So are we gonna have like a press conference and apologize? Does that sound good?
And just say we're taking new steps to prevent this from happening later.
Okay, we have to outline the whole, you know, what the company, when the company found out, how long it's been going on, what we're doing to correct it in the future.
How much time do we have left?
You're at 16 minutes.
We're just
Shoot.
gonna do some
We can shoot this thing to ditch.
Okay. So do we go through what we have? Okay, take the 3 head guys off the platform and put them on probation for 3 months. They'll be sent to educational classes on how to treat people. We're gonna separate the 3 guys once they get back and reassign, and they'll be demoted. Let on-call decide whether he wants to stay or leave, and then we have to talk to the legal department, which is kind of broad, but because there's a lot of stuff that they're gonna have to handle. And then all employees attend orientation on how to treat people, attitude problem, if the attitude problems reoccur, result in firing. Reassign all upper management. Press conference and apologize to the public, taking steps to improve and correct in the future.
What about the time it takes though for them to go through this class?
Yeah, who works?
Because you have to think about that, it's something a lot that they're having to do all the time if they finish live there, so.
Who's gonna take over while they're gone? Are we gonna,
Yeah, we'd have to, I mean, if it's a good HR department, they've got people ready to replace,
Yeah.
you have to have the personnel ready to replace. There's
But
a
what if they don't
logistical
have
thing
a
too, I mean, you can't just jump off the thing and swim home either.
so do we need to like interview people, interview employees and figure out who's gonna take the spot?
I think
or,
No, I think that the HR people probably have people ready to take their spot, but you bring up a good point, interviewing everybody on the rig to get a better picture of what's been going on.
But
But since everybody has to go through the training, everybody's gonna have to be off the rig for 3 months. And
No,
you can't just hire people.
I don't think we're sending
It's not
everyone,
three
we're
months.
sending the people who, we're all gonna have to go to orientation at some point.
It's just a class. It's only
Yeah.
gonna take a couple.
And then the 3 guys that were
Oh.
committing the crimes.
And you can, we can hire a consultant to come to the platform to educate, do like 5 classes a day or something, so that.
And if we interview the employees, should we, people that have been affected, should we send them to counseling?
We should have that
Because,
available.
heck,
We should definitely.
I feel like that would take a,
The new supervisor though should probably be someone from that rig because they would understand how all the other employees feel.
or
It
maybe
has
we
been-
should bring in someone completely new that,
But if they've been completely new, they'll heard about it, but they won't actually know like everything that's going on.
the only thing is, if we brought in someone new, they wouldn't have any bias on whether, they wouldn't know exactly
Right.
what happened, so they wouldn't be biased on how to treat different people. That'd be the only thing. But. So they're offering counseling. Okay, so what do you guys want to do about what do you think we should bring in someone new or what do you guys think?
I think if we do something from a different platform.
It's actually a good idea. I mean, those people might have like a little more experience, so I mean, they could probably train them, the new ones too, and pretty good idea.
I was thinking, we could have like from a different platform, that's like somebody else from a different platform, he still has like the experience, it's just like exchanging.
But he hasn't been in the environment that's, like when those guys were there, like he doesn't know like what exactly happened, like, because that's the only problem.
5 minutes left.
I feel like if you use someone that was already there, they'll already know everything. They'll already have everyone else's trust. And
Well, I don't know if would they trust them since people have been letting that happen.
Yeah, they sat back and watched it happen.
okay, yeah. I see
I
what
mean, theoretically, anybody that would be capable of running the platform,
they don't take
we're
the
shipping
leadership.
out anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're
Yeah,
assigning all the
someone
management.
new, yeah.
I didn't even think of that, so we'll have all the like, or sound like so,
You can't reassign everybody that works here because you need that expertise to run, you're still running a business.
So we're not,
I mean, like, your laborers and stuff have to stay in their positions.
Guys, there's too much talking around here. The only people I should hear talking are up there.
I wanted to ask about the shower, and do they all have the showers together?
That would appear to be the case.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe we could make some more something. One person at a time. Shower differently.
Or build stall, build
Yeah,
shower
yeah,
stalls.
yeah. okay, so what do we need to know about management? Because I reassign all of the management, and I guess that would be,
No, that's
what were you,
fine.
okay.
I'm just talking about, you've got your manager and your 3 assistant managers.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna reassign them, but you can't like take everybody
Everyone
off
out.
the platform because you're still running a business and you gotta work. So.
We'll just do this.
Anything else? Anyone have any ideas? That's all I saw.
Pretty much touch everything.
Do you think, we'll have to.
Are you good with this? Any ideas?
I'm looking back over it real quick though.
So this is good to make sure I covered everything we talked about.
Talk to me about sugar first.
I just kind of, as we talked, I kind of wrote down. You guys want to see this? I think I covered everything.
I will say, if legal says that we have to fire them, then you are gonna have a little gap. And, I mean, you're gonna have to probably hire from the outside to replace them. So, you lose one or two, you're prepared for that.
So hire from outside.
Just have, depending on what legal says, you're gonna have to get a
1
search
minute.
committee formed and, you may have to hire from the outside. And then the people from headquarters need to visit the platform, obviously more than once every 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. How often should we require them? Like every 6 months? Like, is that too much? Or like
That would be a little bit hard, probably, so
every
maybe,
year?
I don't think to be there long.
15 seconds.
Who wants to do it?
Time.
Okay, so we're gonna take the 3 head guys off their platform and put them on probation for 3 months. They'll be sent to an educational class on how to treat people. When the guys come back, they'll be separated and reassigned and demoted. We will let on-call, which is the guy who got harassed, decide whether he wants to stay or leave. We'll definitely have to talk to the legal department and figure out what is, like, they'll have to figure out what to do. All employees attend orientation on how to treat people. If the attitude problems, if they act up within their 3 months of probation, they will be fired. We will reassign all upper management. There will be a press conference to the public to apologize and tell them that we're taking steps to improve, that we will correct this and we'll be better off in the future. Affected employees are going to be offered counseling on how to deal with it. We will build shower stalls to prevent harassment, and we will hire from outside if the legal department decides to fire, so we'll already have a basis on other people coming in, and headquarters should visit every year to make sure everything's going smoothly and not show up every year. Anything else? Did we cover it all?
Did you say external hire?
Yes,
If
the legal, yeah.
We have
Okay.
to explore that possibility.
Give them a round of applause and then let's talk. Okay, comments?
Pretty much broke down all the problems whenever they bring up an argument to try to make sure they covered it by all the angles that I can.
I considered everybody's what they wanted and views and everything. I like that. Everybody got their input and stuff.
They didn't talk over each other.
I just didn't think there was enough contribution to really get everyone's opinion. I thought a lot of people just kind of left the things unsaid.
Yeah, I think Tanya and Monica did most of the talking. And I couldn't hear Jawa.
So Candace, what techniques would you have used if you were up there? If you were proceeding in Dallas participation?
Elevate my voice and just give, I don't know, like, talk a lot more. I know Monica kept asking everybody for their opinion, and she was
So did
really trying to
Tanya.
involve everybody.
They miss anything?
Well, what happens when you guys put those people into that class? Who's going to take over their positions? Because you can't just stop the whole entire rig.
No. They're just an orientation. Like we're not sending all of them to the class. We're sending
Okay.
the guys that harassed to the class.
Oh, I know, but even if they're gone, someone has to take over their spot so that you
Right.
don't stop.
And we're pulling people from other platforms to come and run that platform.
Because they're being demoted. They're not coming back to that same spot.
I don't know. I would kind of take like you have management and then like assistant manager. I would kind of promote those people and demote the other people, and then that way you still have
All the same
the
people.
same staff. I mean, I know you have to like move them around and stuff. I guess.
Well, then what about?
We were just,
It was the management and the supervisor, so you can't keep those same people from the platform up there, because all four of the highest people are the ones that were in trouble. So you can't just put someone that hasn't even been a supervisor into the management position.
And when they reported problems, the upper management didn't do anything. So we're going to have to like separate them. If they can't stay there, the problem will recur.
Okay, and what if you start putting those guys into different positions? What about training? That's going to take off time of the work. Because you're going to have to train them for all the different positions you're going to be switching them to and adding them to.
the regular people, the regular workers, hardly any of those are affected. They're pretty much the victims, the newer people. And those people would stay in position so that the operation would not suffer. Because you
Okay.
can't, if you analogize it to a grocery store, I mean, you can't like get rid of all cashiers. That's silly. But you could get rid of the managers, bring somebody from across town to help run the store and still run a business.
I thought y'all's plan of action was good. You thought everything was good.
And
What was the problem of this case?
Sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment. I thought you guys did you captured that. Most people overlook that this is a sexual harassment case. Very serious. This was based on the first same-sex sexual harassment case that went to the Supreme Court. And I kind of wish Chevron had handled it at least somewhat the way you did, because they didn't treat it.
What was the outcome? What did they do?
They got their asses sued. They ignored it. They ignored it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what if
They
you
went
had
away and treated it as hazing, and a colleague left and sued them.
Well, aren't they men?
Yeah.
So they're not supposed to have emotions anyway, so they just need to man up and take it. I mean,
And this is a modified version. Colleague was actually sodomized with a bar of soap. I mean, he was there, and they still didn't see it as sexual harassment. So,
Everyone there's gone.
yeah, I guess our men are just supposed to take it. So did they